All right, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about hairsprays. Yes, Trinity, you have a question? Um, yes, Miss Vonnie. My question is, what is there to learn about hairspray? You spray a lot of it, and then that's it. The hairstyle will stay, right? That is a good question, and that's what we're going to talk about today. No, you don't just spray hairspray all over someone's hair because that does not guarantee the hairstyle will last. In fact, if you spray too much of it, it will oversaturate the hair and the hairstyle will fall out much faster. So, what we're going to be learning today is the two different hairsprays. There's aerosol spray and there's Spritz hairspray. You're going to be learning the difference between those two. And then also you're going to be learning about flexible hairsprays and hairsprays that are not so flexible. So this is something that all new hairstylists should know when you start styling in the salon. Um, Yeah, are you sure, Miss Vonnie, there's something to learn about hairspray? Yes, Ashley, I'm quite sure. I don't know everything, but I do know some things. But thanks for your concern. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. And if you are learning from my videos, from my podcast, please be sure to like, be sure to share with those who are in school, who are getting ready to go to state board, who are new in the salon. And God bless you guys. Let's get started. Hairspray, aerosol versus spritz. The agenda for today's class for new stylist is hairspray, which is a styling aid, learning what is the difference between aerosol and spritz hairspray, flexible hairsprays versus non-flexible hairsprays, and what styles would you actually use a spritz versus an aerosol hairspray. So the question is there a difference between hairspray, which aerosol and spritz are both hairsprays? But if it is, what is the difference? Hairspray itself is in the form of an aerosol spray, which comes in the can, or it's in the form of a spritz. And the purpose of this class is to teach you on the differences between the two and for what styles you would choose to use either one of them. Hairsprays are used for styles such as updos, blow dry styles, roller sets, curls, flat ironing, wig styling. You get the idea. It aids to keep the style in place. The question is, when do you choose to use an aerosol versus a spritz? And in this video, you'll see some styles that I'm using a spritz hairspray, and the other styles I'm using aerosol hairspray. So aerosol hairspray, for one, the delivery of it is coming from a pressurized can. It's a fine mist and it can be carried by air. So it's pretty powerful when it comes out of the can. Usually it's stronger and it's for more durable hold to set styles in place. Your formulation with aerosol sprays, that's your chemistry wise. It often contains alcohol, which can be drying if you use too much. And the best way to spray is from a distance to create an even mist. You don't want to oversaturate the hair because your styles can actually fall. So these sprays are best for finishing and setting styles that you really want to last. So if you're doing a wedding party, bachelorette parties, quinceañeras, proms, you get the idea. Versus a spritz hairspray, your delivery dispenser is coming from a pump. and it's more direct in a wetter application. It's lighter, it's more flexible, and it's good for not only natural curls, but for curls with the curling iron, also roller sets, creating volume. Now, with spritz, it's often alcohol free, it's more gentle, and it can be used on wet hair. You still want to spray at a distance, but a little closer than the aerosol spray because it delivers more gentle, not as direct. You use this for adding flexible hold, it protects from heat damage, but the styles can hold as long as aerosol spray. Most of the time, you use this for styling curls, but honestly, I've used it for updos as well. So you can use spritz also for those kind of styles. It's just your choice. What makes a hairspray flexible? Flexible hairsprays versus non-flexible hairsprays. Um, Honestly, the difference really between the two, aside from chemical wise, is, and you'll be able to see on the bottle or the can that you're using, flexible hairsprays are more flexible in that if you style the hair a certain way, you're able to comb that out and you can restyle it. You don't have to shampoo the style out and start all over again from scratch. Still gives the hair hold, but not as stiff as some hairsprays that are not flexible. Also, with flexible hairsprays, you can curl with these. So you can mist a little on the hair and then actually use your curling iron with that for someone's hair who is softer and doesn't hold curls too well. That's when you would want to use a flexible hairspray. So, chemistry wise, flexible hairspray uses a lower concentration of fixative polymers as opposed to medium to max hold. So, when you're dealing with max hold sprays, the hair could be more firm, crunchy, or stiff. And so, like I told you, you wouldn't have as many options with the style. Let's say if she or he got tired of it, you would have to take them to shampoo that style out before you restyle. Finishing hold sprays, you kind of get the best of both worlds because your frizz is controlled, the look is more polished, but it is still flexible and you get a finishing hold with that as well. So it's a two in one where you get the polishing shine, you get the hold, but you also can restyle the hair if you wanted to. So it just depends on what your client is wanting. If you're going to be there for a while and you're doing more than one style, these are the kinds of sprays that you'd want to use, flexible or finishing hold sprays. I hope that you guys have a better understanding between Team Aerosol versus Team Spritz. Now, my question is, which one do you prefer as a new stylist or even an experienced stylist? Which do you prefer working with? I usually go for the spritz more than anything, but I'm not closed minded. I could use both. It just depends on what I'm trying to achieve. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and share, and I do appreciate your support. Bye, guys. Get in here, you wild buck.